I never believed revenge could start with a knock on the door. My name is Beatrice, and when I was 18, I moved into a tiny apartment near my college. It was my first taste of freedom, living alone, making my own rules, finally escaping the people who spent years trying to control my life. But the night everything changed started like any normal evening. I had just finished dinner and was washing dishes when my phone rang. It was Peter, my only real friend at college. "Hey, B," he said casually. "I'm bored. Want to hang out?" I smiled. "Sure, come over. We'll watch a movie or something." "Cool. I'll be there in about 15 minutes. I hung up and decided to take a quick shower before he arrived. 10 minutes later, I was in the middle of shampooing my hair when suddenly, bang, bang, bang! Someone was pounding on my front door. I peeked my head out of the shower. "Peter, the door's open. Just come in," I shouted. Silence. Then again. Bang, 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 bang! Louder this time. I rolled my eyes. "Seriously, Pete, stop being dramatic. It's unlocked." That's when my phone started ringing. Still dripping wet, I grabbed it from the sink. It was Peter. Annoyed, I answered. "I'm literally in the shower," I said. "Why are you knocking instead of just coming in?" But Peter's voice wasn't joking anymore. It was quiet, nervous, almost terrified. "Beatrice," he whispered. "Listen to me carefully. Do not open the door." I froze. "What are you talking about?" "I'm outside your apartment building," he said. My stomach dropped. "If you're outside, then who's knocking?" Peter's breathing got heavier. "I just saw someone go up the stairs to your floor," he whispered. "A woman." I felt the blood drain from my face. "What woman?" Peter paused before answering. "The one crawling up the wall on all fours." At that moment, bang! The door shook again, and suddenly, the doorknob started slowly turning. But what terrified me most was the whisper that came from the other side. Soft, cold, and somehow it knew my name. Beatrice. And in that moment, I realized something horrifying. The person outside my door wasn't here by accident. She was sent. By someone who wanted to destroy my life. And that's when I decided, if someone was trying to ruin me, I would ruin them first. I stood frozen in the bathroom, water still dripping from my hair, staring at the door. The doorknob kept moving slowly, back and forth, like whoever was outside was testing it, waiting for the right moment. Peter's voice was still on the phone. "Beatrice, lock the door, right now." My heart slammed in my chest. "The door, it's already unlocked," I whispered. There was a moment of silence. Then Peter said something that made my stomach twist. "Then whoever is outside can come in anytime." Another loud bang hit the door. "Beatrice," the woman whispered again from the hallway. Her voice sounded wrong, not angry, not normal, just empty, cold, like someone pretending to be human. My hands were shaking as I quickly wrapped a towel around myself and ran toward the living room. "Peter, she's still there." "Don't open the door," he repeated. "I'm coming upstairs." But just as I reached the hallway, the knocking suddenly stopped. Total silence. My entire apartment felt heavy, like the air itself was watching me. Then I heard something worse. Not knocking, not footsteps. Scratching. Slow nails dragging across my door. Scratch, scratch, scratch. I backed away. "Peter, she's scratching the door." His voice dropped even lower. "B, listen carefully. I think I know who that woman is." My heart skipped. "What do you mean?" He hesitated. "Do you remember the woman who used to live in your apartment before you moved in? The one the landlord said had moved away suddenly?" I frowned. "Yeah, why?" Peter inhaled slowly. "Because she didn't move away." My throat went dry. "She was arrested." "For stalking." A chill ran through my spine. "Stalking who?" Peter answered quietly. "You." My entire body went numb. "What?" She used to work at the college library, he said. She became obsessed with one of the new students she saw every day. My heart pounded harder. That student was me? I whispered. Peter didn't answer, but the silence said everything. Suddenly, the scratching stopped. Then came a slow click. The door was opening. Just a little, a thin crack of darkness appeared, and through it, I saw a pair of eyes, wide, unblinking, staring directly at me. Then the woman smiled, a twisted smile that stretched across her face as she whispered, "I finally found you, Beatrice." But in that moment, something inside me changed, because I realized something terrifying. She didn't come here alone. Someone had helped her find me. And if someone had betrayed me, then I wasn't just going to survive tonight. I was going to make sure they paid for it. The door creaked open slowly, just enough for the woman's face to appear in the crack. Her eyes were wide, almost glowing under the dim hallway light. And that smile, it looked like someone who had been waiting a very long time. "I finally found you, Beatrice," she whispered. My legs felt weak, but something inside me refused to panic. "Peter," I whispered into the phone. "She's opening the door." "I'm almost there," he said. "Lock yourself in the bathroom if you have to." But I wasn't running anymore, because something suddenly clicked in my head. "Peter, how did she know I live here?" There was a long pause on the phone. Too long. "Peter?" I said again. Then the woman pushed the door open wider and slowly stepped inside my apartment. She moved strangely, like her body wasn't used to standing upright. Her head tilted slightly as she stared at me. "You moved," she said softly, "but someone helped me find you." My stomach twisted. My voice trembled. "Who?" The woman's smile grew wider, and then she said the one name I never expected to hear. "Peter." The phone slipped from my hand. It hit the floor with a dull thud. My entire world stopped. "No," I whispered. But the woman laughed quietly. "He told me everything," she said. "Your schedule, your apartment, when you would be alone." My heart felt like it was breaking inside my chest. Peter, the only person I trusted here, the only friend I had. And suddenly, everything made sense. The sudden calls, the way he always asked if I was home, the way he insisted on coming over tonight. He wasn't visiting. He was making sure I stayed inside. My phone was still on the floor, and through the speaker I could hear Peter's voice shouting, "Beatrice, pick up the phone!" But something inside me snapped. Not fear, not sadness. Something colder, something stronger. Revenge. Because if Peter thought he had set the perfect trap for me, he made one huge mistake. He forgot that I was still alive, and now I was going to set a trap of my own, a trap that would destroy both of them. The woman slowly walked toward me. "You're not scared," she said. I looked straight into her eyes, and for the first time that night, I smiled. "No," I said calmly, "because you're not the one who betrayed me." Then I bent down, picked up the phone, and whispered into it, "Peter, come upstairs. I'm ready to let you in." But what Peter didn't know was that the moment he walked through that door, his life was going to fall apart. I stood there, staring at the woman in my apartment, and for the first time that night, I wasn't afraid. Because the moment she said Peter's name, everything became clear. This wasn't random. This wasn't some creepy coincidence. This was a setup. Peter had been planning this for weeks, maybe months. I slowly picked up my phone from the floor. Peter was still shouting through the speaker. "Beatrice, are you okay?" I forced my voice to stay calm. "Yeah, Peter," I said quietly. "Come upstairs. I'll let you in." There was a pause. Then his tone changed instantly. Excited. Almost relieved. "Okay, I'm coming right now." The call ended. The woman was still staring at me, her head tilted like she was studying me. "You're not scared anymore," she said softly. I shook my head. "No," I replied, because Peter had just made the biggest mistake of his life. While I was talking to him, I had already done something else. I pressed record on my phone. The woman stepped closer. "You should be grateful," she whispered. "Peter helped me find you. And tonight, you'll finally understand how much I love you." But before she could say anything else, bang! The front door burst open. Peter rushed inside. "Beatrice!" He stopped the moment he saw us both standing there. His eyes moved from me to the woman, and suddenly the color drained from his face. You actually let her in?" he stammered. I crossed my arms. "You told her where I live," I said calmly. Peter froze. What? No, I didn't." That's when the woman interrupted. Her voice was cheerful. "Oh, yes, you did, Peter. You said if I came tonight, you'd finally make her understand." Peter's eyes widened in horror. "Shut up!" he shouted. But it was too late, because I slowly held up my phone, still recording. Every word, every confession. "You wanted to scare me," I said. "You thought she'd break in, terrify me, and you'd come in like some hero." Peter's silence confirmed everything. "But you didn't realize something," I continued. My voice was calm, but cold. "I already sent this recording to the police." At that exact moment, sirens echoed outside the building. Peter's head snapped toward the window. "You didn't," he whispered. I smiled. "Oh, I did." Footsteps thundered in the hallway. Then the apartment door swung open again. 2 police officers rushed in. Peter immediately started panicking. "This is a misunderstanding. I didn't—" But the officer raised a hand. "We heard enough," he said. They handcuffed Peter while the woman began laughing hysterically. Within minutes, they were both taken away. And just like that, the 2 people who thought they had trapped me were the ones being dragged out in handcuffs. Later that night, as I sat alone in my apartment, I finally understood something important. Some people don't betray you because they hate you. They betray you because they think you're too weak to fight back. Peter believed I would panic. He believed I would break. Instead, I destroyed him with the truth. And the last thing I saw before the police car drove away was Peter staring at me through the window, realizing too late that the girl he tried to scare was the one who ruined his life. And if someone ever knocks on my door like that again, I won't panic. Because now I know something most people learn too late. The most dangerous person in the room is the one who survives the trap.